it's like. Alright, here we go. Let's see, there were a couple odd patches of iron up there that are usable, but not amazing. Same thing down here, usable, not amazing iron. Carbon doesn't look like it's going to be great either, though, because they're all low. Already, a robotic player has decided he wants to lose the game. That's okay. We can let him do that. We may get forced onto Scavenger here. Don't want to found super crazy fast, but I think we can get away with that. So that's just what we're going to go ahead and do. We take this iron because it's not locked down as long, so that kind of encourages people to behave. There we go. We'll give that a shot. Just need 2 shipments of aluminum and 8 steel. We may have to rearrange some of this a little bit, but that's okay. Basically, though, we wanted to make sure to encourage people that this iron wasn't actually available to them. So we took this iron because this one had a really long time left and this one didn't. We'll end up taking both of them. Asimov, what are you up to? Steel mill, solar panel, and metal mine is an interesting combination. Could work. I'm not actually making steel yet. There we go. I don't know why I sold iron to try and do that. Probably just an idiot.
With each new
there we go.
Our domination grows.
Let's go ahead and grab this mine here. There we go. Got to get these steel mills down. I never really checked geotherm. I think there were a few available. Yeah. Not a huge deal. I'll probably just grab up that one in the corner. Whoa, no, 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 no. Well, never mind. I have this tile now.
Expansive colony expanded. Good
misclick, strong misclick. Maybe we'll just make 4 steel then. How much steel is getting made? Like this expansive guy, he is making steel. The robot isn't into a lot of it yet. We'll just go for steel because we're stuck with the tile, which sucks, but what can you do? I'll go ahead and defend it since it's awkward. We should be just fine on iron production. Iron's cheap regardless, so it won't be a major issue. I imagine that the robot over here has just been selling down iron like crazy. So we'll just get our glass. We'll do the usual stuff, basically. It should all be very familiar, very simple, very straightforward from here, after the slightly odd found. Now, I do have quite a bit of debt, and I don't have a geotherm going up to start offsetting that anytime soon. But thankfully, I will be able to rush to an upgrade quickly, hopefully secure 2 geotherms after that, since it doesn't look like anybody else is rushing for them, and then be able to move on with the game in a more standard fashion. I do have quite a bit of aluminum and water next to me as well. This founding spot actually seemed pretty good to me. So we're just seeing if we can make it work. I will upgrade pretty much instantly just so I can get these geotherms claimed. Like the moment it's available, I'm just going to hit it. And I gotta watch out for killing Asimov this game, because he's founded with massive debt. I can't let anybody else get a major advantage off of killing him themselves. So I need to make sure that I'm in on that. Water is pretty cheap. Plenty of water being, like a ridiculous amount of water being collected, quite frankly. So we aren't going to produce water ourselves at this point. We are instead going to go into food. For reasons that should be fairly obvious. Silicon's expensive, so I don't want to make glass. Don't really want to claim silicon myself. As you can see, there's none nearby that's actually beneficial in any way. Could be a problem, because Bradbury can kind of control that and do frustrating things with it. But as long as glass doesn't get too expensive too fast, I think we're going to be okay. There is dynamite this game, which makes things awkward. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy, just to get that cooldown rolling for when I get the second one online. Power's not super expensive, but that's okay. Bradbury is up to a B rating. Not quite in the C rating right now. That's good for him. He'll need to avoid that C rating the best that he can. Sorry, not Bradbury, Asimov. So my guess is that this is probably Hydroponos. I should not be typing, I should be bidding! That's okay. Because you found it super fast. There are giant words that say that you're getting debt when you do that. So, you know, it's like, it's kind of your own fault if you didn't see them. It's just the reality of the situation. And at least he's not completely dead in the water instantly. I also do find it interesting that this isn't always an obvious thing for people. It's like founding quickly needs to have some kind of negative attached to it, sort of thing. I do not have enough money that I'm keeping these active. I gotta work on that.
Colony expanded.
I could actually just be buying food right now. Oh no, we've got food production coming up, never mind. I think I'm gonna go ahead and defend this geotherm too. People like to attack the geotherms, and goons are staying super cheap. So, like, that's 3 goons for less than $10,000 total. Total, less than $10,000. We'll sell down aluminum because it's expensive right now. Relative to where it's been the rest of the game. Obviously, it's not super bad. Okay, I should actually have my money in something. I really don't want to do food, though, because we're up against somebody else in food. Ah, that's great. Well, sell down the food. That makes things a little easier. Don't really want to do steel either, with people making steel. Although they aren't making very much of it, to be fair. Like, they really aren't. So maybe we can buy into it, okay. I'm not collecting aluminum right now.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break ours.
That makes things awkward. Hey, somebody tried to dynamite me. What a surprise. Too bad I know you aren't defended. Sorry. Not sorry.
With each new citizen, by domination
Okay,
grows.
so what to do from here? This is where things start to get awkward, because it would be nice to secure a water pump. It would be nice to get that extra farm up. Farms are good. If I want to make glass, which is good, I should either buy a lot of silicon or secure silicon. Neither of which I really want to do. But glass is real strong right now.
Now, and you could win a core sample to discover.
So I may go into it anyway. Just because it is that good. Man, I have this little vestigial steel mill right here. That's just awkward. I didn't really want a core sample. That's kind of okay to let go. I think we're going to actually scrap this guy. Try making this work. It'll depend. This is entirely dependent on other people whether or not this goes well, to be honest, but there is a good shot at it. That's a lot of carbon already being collected. I guess I could, from here... Man, chems are super expensive already. There's no holograms. What are you people doing to chems? I don't... Like, there's no special building up anywhere or anything like that. Oh, okay. This is what's happening to chems. That's understandable. The colony decided that chems were going to be awkward. Tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and secure that tile. We're going to buy up quite a bit of silicon just to keep that price strong for us for the time being. Go ahead and get that dome down. Grab a mutiny. Defensive mutiny, obviously. Clark is up at HQ4 and going into some tech. We gotta attack that soon. We've been playing pretty defensively so far, but we're gonna have to get aggressive. This guy, he's actually making chems too. He's getting himself into a pretty good spot over there. Like, all this food production, it's kind of not okay. Kind of not okay at all. And I'm sitting here waiting on my black market cooldown, which feels real bad. But that's alright. We're kind of just waiting to upgrade. We're going to have to play... Oh, man. I've got so many goon squads, and yet I can't goon squad literally everything. Like, I just can't. And so now Clark is over here. He's going to be taking this ridiculous lead, it seems. And I'm not entirely sure what I can do about it from here. I really don't want to be selling my stuff down, but I need to a little bit just so I can get aggressive. Like, that's going to be pretty effective. Not super amazing, but pretty effective. I can't upgrade, that's for sure. I could buy into myself. I don't really want to. He just has so much cash over here. And yet I'm getting attacked. He better be the one attacking me. I would love it if somebody else would actually get aggressive against him over
Your
there.
stock is being bought.
Oh, good. Good. This is fun. This is great. Fine. You're not going to kill me. So just go away, please. There. Is that better? Are we good? You happy that you made me do that?
Your stock is being bought.
That's really frustrating. Because he's kind of hurting both of us and letting Bradbury back into it a bit. Man, that sucks, that aluminum surplus. That is not what I was looking for at all. We'll go ahead and upgrade for fairly obvious reasons again. I could just do this. I'm going to need a goon squad if I do this, is the thing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Could go chems at this point. It feels like the right call. If I can get a few chem labs down, that will help out a bit with kind of adjusting that price. And then I think I am going to go for the patent lab, despite the chem price. Just dump it there. Make sure I've got money coming in. Okay, freeze on 2, that's alright. Alright. We're hopefully in an okay spot. We did get hit by a network virus. Seriously? Look at this. Look at this freeze. How gross is that? Literally the best it could possibly be. Just wrapped right on around that goon. So a 1 in 3 here, a 1 in 2, a 1 in 2 there. It's just like, had to hit all of them for that to happen. Okay, so I'm virused, which does literally nothing, so that's okay. We're making quite a bit of money off the dome. I could get aggressive against Clark. I don't really think that's the right call right away, though. Goons are still pretty cheap. It would be nice to get an Offworld online if it's profitable, which it is. I have to defend it constantly. Like, actually constantly if I do that. But that might be okay. I'm going to have to scrap something to make it happen as well, and I'm not sure what the best option would be there. Plus your dome is now rubble.
Want a hologram? Bid now and you can get one.
We'll go ahead and repair it.
6,000. So.
Okay. He has a lot of cash over there, and it feels like he's just buying to... He's trying to save to kill me, which I guess is fine. I mean, he can do that if he wants to. I don't know why I have water production here instead of something good. All my production is okay, but it's not super amazing or anything. So it feels like it's probably just been the wrong decisions throughout this game. Okay, he's starting to buy into himself. That makes me feel a little better. Like, it's all okay, but it's not really good. You know what I mean? That's part of why I'm going for this right here. Go ahead and get that done, so it's done. Alright. Okay, he expanded. We're kind of okay at this point. I think we've got a lead. The problem is his tech. Like, he's got tech running this whole time. That's going to be really solid. And I definitely have to be concerned about it. We'll just do that. Let's see. I could transition out of food. I don't want to transition out of food is the thing. I absolutely don't want to transition out of food. I want to hold on to it. I want food to stay cheap. What I am going to do is get rid of the glass there, because that's awkward for me. And we'll just try and make this work like this. Okay. And hope that we're going to be alright. Asimov never quite died because he spent all of his time paying down debt, which is fine.
Your stock is being bought.
Oh good, more people buying my stock. That's what I needed right now.
Your stock is being bought.
The black market is online.
This is frustrating. I think I know what to do from here. It's just not pleasant or simple. Grab that. power really that good? I guess he doesn't. No, he has debt, so that's kind of okay, actually.
Look at all the money.
There we go. Ah, bad time to start that.
A new claim is available for auction.
This would be pretty good in a lot of ways, I think. We'll see. This is obviously doing well. Virus again on my dome, which once again does literally nothing. I can't turn it off. Okay, why would I? Look at how much money it's making me. I think that's probably it can't be Iridor, because Iridor is the AI.
16.
Like, he just gave up and quit when he failed that hard. Look at what is this? Look at this. What is going on here? I haven't even looked at his territory because he's been mostly irrelevant this game, but man, I've never seen that before. That's awkward. So obviously we're getting really cheap stock purchases here, which is nice. Our opponents also got cheap stock purchases though, so it's not absolutely fantastic. We obviously were at least partially prepared for that already. And we would obviously like to hold on to it because it's making quite a bit of cash. Even with these others online, it's making quite a bit of cash. So we're going to try and hold on to it the best that we can. And it got blown up now. That's kind of okay. And this is actually really, really nice for us. Go ahead and take that one for, once again, reasons that should be pretty obvious. Get out of these very quickly and back over here. Hopefully that'll work all right. We're just kind of pushing at this stage, going for it. Hoping that we can carry on through with what we've been doing. We're going to keep going with patents because, well, that should be pretty obvious because chems are ridiculous cheap. And now I think it's just a waiting game. Nobody else has a hologram. We're 100% sure of that. We know for a fact nobody else has a hologram, period. Pleasure Dome's doing wonders. And so nobody else has an Offworld. That's the big thing, right? We're sitting on an Offworld, nobody else is. They can't even attack our Offworld very effectively right now. The Pleasure Dome is still bringing in good money. It would be nice to get another farm down or more farms down because of these dust storms, but that's not 100% necessary. EMP on the glass is okay, because once again, it's not hitting our important building. Obviously, every second that we're slowed down is bad, but we're okay still. Could actually just buy him right now. That's amusing. We're not going to, but we could. So the reason, by the way, to go after Clark, it's actually kind of a split, because in some ways you want to go after Bradbury. Because Bradbury is the scavenger. He can throw more stuff at you. Black Market is really, really, really good this game. So in some ways, you want to kill the scavenger. But thing is, my Pleasure Dome got knocked down again. I'm going to keep repairing this because it's cheaper than repairing the Offworld if they ever found it. That's the whole point there. Way cheaper.
12,000.
But, okay. So, Bradbury has access to better Black Market, and better Black Market is strong. But Clark was sitting on these upgrade labs for much longer than Bradbury was. So he needs to get taken down first, so his upgrades aren't causing a major problem. I don't know why I'm bidding so much on this. I think it was mostly to give myself time to talk, honestly, because that felt important. So he keeps pushing this price up, but he's not going to be able to move it enough in time to stop us from killing him in about 12 seconds. So we should be okay on that front. Not going to be worried about it at all. Let's go ahead. We don't really need that, do we? Come back here. Let's start on perpetual motion. There's the kill very easily.
Look at all the money.
And we get a bunch of stuff, which is great. Now all we got to do is kill Bradbury, which should be a very straightforward process. Nothing difficult about that whatsoever, I would say. I do have a claim sitting around, so we're going to use that very quickly on some water. I'm obviously consuming... Or, sorry, my ally over here, my subsidiary, is consuming a ridiculous amount of water, so he's probably going to need to make some rotations. What's nice, though, about getting a subsidiary is you get their bonuses. Like, the subsidiary keeps all those upgrades. So it's really, really great to get a subsidiary now. because you're still working on their upgrades, not your upgrades. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Iridor was really newbie, by the way. I finally looked at chat. It's been a while since I do that, obviously. I don't do it a whole lot. Speaking of looking at stuff, sheesh. Let's get rid of those. My stock is being bought. Whatever will I do? Probably win the game. Now, obviously, he still has, like, a significant amount of my stock, but my price is much higher. Our money is about even. I have an off-world market, and I have this almost full subsidiary. So I'm not really concerned about it, to be honest. I think it'll probably be okay. Hit my water, which is definitely a good call. Because that kind of drives a lot of my prices up, makes things a little more difficult. I'm actually going to go slant drilling here to just help with water production exclusively. That's all slant drilling is for right now. Obviously, if I wanted to, it would make it easier to collect iron as well, which is actually a little bit relevant. I shouldn't have scrapped that yet. But basically what I can do is scrap here and go into 6 iron per second instead of 4. Right? Pretty simple. This is still going just fine. I think I got pirated? Pirates landed somewhere? Is that what I heard? Yeah, pirates spotted. Oh, it's not even me. It's Bradbury getting pirated by the AI, so that's fine. Not a big deal. I think we've got this one wrapped up at this point, guys. Aja put in a good fight, but nobody ever caught my off-world that I sneaked in with that hologram. Like, that hologram auction was so perfectly timed with what we were doing. And on top of that, they've had a lot of trouble dealing with my pleasure dome this game. It keeps getting attacked, but, like, nothing ever comes of it, so why would I care, right? Slant drilling in 14. Bradbury, yeah, he's got tech. He's got actually a lot of tech and food. But the thing is, they're getting tech and food, which just makes my off-world more profitable. So, once again, why do I care? Why on earth would I care? I wouldn't care. That's the answer to that. Overload there, because power's expensive, finally. Got the slant drilling in. Patent lab finally gets blown up. We can go ahead and repair it, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Still auto-launching for massive amounts of money and food.
Look at all the money.
I could use a black market thing. What can I do? I can do that. Man, get more debt faster. Let me kill you. That's better. See, that's better. That's a better amount of debt. Sell all the things. Plenty of iron coming in. We're still pumping out steel because sheer laziness. Probably shouldn't be making glass at this point. But we've hit that stage of the game where I just kind of stop caring.
Your stock is being bought.
419. One more launch does it. It's pretty straightforward. And that is going to wrap it up pretty quickly. Simple one. Simple one to start with. Crash to 1. Yeah, that makes sense, Aja, actually.
Off-world shipment launched.
And that's going to do it.
Look at all the money.
I won. Yay. No big surprise with how that game was going. I had good starting territory. It wasn't perfect, but because off-worlds happened to be strong, that made it easy, because when off-worlds are strong, you can rely on life support resources a lot more. And so, since I could rely on off-world, and frankly, since that hologram came down and ensured that that off-world was, like, the off-world plus virtual reality pleasure dome just made even that super strong black market awkward, and then the hologram just made it so much better, because there was already an obvious, easy, strong target to hit, so that just kept getting hit instead of any hunts for an off-world market happening. So that was great. Entertainment revenue was through the roof. Off-world revenue was also ridiculously strong. Dividend revenue, just for that little portion of the game where I was killing off Bradbury, $164,000 off of Aja over here. That was pretty good. And then we had Mr. Irrelevant in his corner. Did they seriously get an off-world market down? All right. Who has never played a multiplayer game before, apparently. That's kind of important. kind of important that you have an idea of what's going on in reveal map. I really got to do those videos. That'll probably be the third one. Before you found, because when you found with $80,000 and you spend all your time, $80,000 debt, and you spend all your time paying that off, well, you're going to be in a bad way.